today's solo Sunday news, Triple H is booed out of the building after John Cena taps out at WWE Saturday night's main event. Triple H defends the controversial finish to Cena's retirement match.
After John Cena's retirement, WWE fans are going wild, and many are now saying WWE is fake. Fans believe that Triple H is the man behind John Cena's loss, and that he did it to keep his WWE alive. According to angry fans, WWE scammed the audience emotionally, using Cena's retirement to shock the world instead of giving him the ending he deserved. Inside the arena and across social media, fans erupted in anger, calling Triple H the most hated man in the world.
Fuck you! Fuck you, Gunther! Fuck you, Gunther! Fuck you, Gunther! Fuck at it! Fuck you, Gunther! Fuck you, Gunther! You suck, Gunther! John Cena has tapped out.
After Gunther won by submission, chants of FKU Hunter and FKWWE echoed loudly, sending a clear warning message to WWE and Triple H that the fans have had enough. What was meant to be a historic farewell for one of the greatest wrestlers of all time quickly turned into chaos at WWE Saturday night's main event on December 13th. John Cena, a 17-time world champion and the face of WWE for more than 2 decades, stepped into the ring for the final match of his career. The Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. was packed with emotion, nostalgia, and anticipation. Fans expected a moment they would remember forever, but not in the way that unfolded.
Here is your winner, by submission, the Ring General, Gunther!
Triple H got booed like crazy. On one hand, I feel like, okay, that's fine, that was actually pretty entertaining. He kinda earned it for pretty bad 2025 booking. On the other hand, I feel like tapping out was John Cena's call, and the moment being ruined, John Cena unable to appreciate the retirement, felt kinda, I don't know, wasn't ideal, I guess. You know, hearing the boos when John Cena is trying to celebrate, didn't really like that. So, how do we feel about the finish, people? Well,
Cena faced Gunther, the dominant ring general, in a physical and emotional battle that felt like a clash between WWE's past and future. The match itself was intense, with Cena digging deep and showing flashes of the resilience that defined his career. However, everything changed when Gunther locked in his sleeper hold. Instead of passing out or fighting until the referee stopped the match, John Cena tapped out. For the first time in over 20 years, the man known for never give up submitted, ending his career in shock.
Come on. I'm actually mildly disappointed. I thought it would be so much louder.
Okay, and you're going first tomorrow? I heard you said that.
That is Pizzagate, homie.
What? What?
I was on Jimmy Kimmel. I said I'm ending the show. I said I normally go to bed early, but I'm gonna have to stay up late for this one. I guess people didn't read between the tea leaves. Like we're last. I don't know how the rumor started. I think it's difficult to conceptualize that. Again, I don't make the menu, and if I show up tomorrow and they want me to go on first, well, that's what I'm gonna do.
The reaction was instant and explosive. The bell rang. Gunther celebrated his victory, and Cena remained in the ring, but the crowd did not respond with applause. Boos filled the arena. Fans began screaming profanity, not toward Gunther, but toward WWE management. When Triple H appeared, the situation escalated. Chants of FKU, Hunter, and you FK'd up rang through the building, followed by loud fuck WWE chants. This was no ordinary fan backlash. This was pure rage.
Oh my God, what the hell did I just watch? John Cena has his last match, and there's no speech at the end, there's no confetti, there's no celebration. Oh, well, Bobby Monsoon, why you got the toilet paper in your hand? It's for Triple H to wipe his ass. He's the biggest party pooper that we've ever seen. Now you got a lot lot of names people like to call the devil. You got Diablo, Lucifer, Satan. But I think after yesterday, we're all in agreement. The universal name we're gonna be using for the devil from now on is Paul Levesque. What type of demonic crap you gotta be on to sit in a building full of 19,000 plus of sad, heartbroken, distraught fans, and you be the only one laughing your ass off while you're grabbing the back of John Cena's head? This is humiliating!
Online, the response was even more intense. Fans accused WWE of lying to them, calling the retirement match emotionally fake and manipulative. Many believe that Triple H intentionally booked Cena to lose by submission to create controversy and keep WWE relevant. According to fans, Cena was sacrificed to push the next generation, regardless of how disrespectful the ending felt. The idea that WWE scammed its audience quickly spread across social media, with fans saying they were emotionally exploited.
It's been in pro wrestling, and I think that's totally fantastic. Everyone is so damn angry. Wrestling should make you feel something, right? And the reason I wanted to get that out as soon as we start this video is because I think it's a very nuanced situation. I don't think it's a black and white situation. I think there are going to be some ups, there are going to be some downs. Who knows more about that than me? I think if you're only feeling one thing right now, you haven't bought in, or you haven't actually realized you have that many emotions. And that's why it's something we are going to talk about in professional wrestling for many years to come.
For many, the problem was not that John Cena lost. Wrestling fans understand the tradition of legends going out on their backs. The real issue was how he lost. Cena tapping out shattered everything his character stood for. Fans argued that Gunther was already established and didn't need to end Cena's career in that manner. To them, the submission felt unnecessary, forced, and designed purely for shock value.
Let's go, Cena! Thank you, Cena! I'm coming to you live from a car right now after the disaster that I just witnessed. I went to Saturday night's main event. I have my John Cena t-shirt. Everything is as This show sucked. We can try and make excuses all you want. Triple Fraud got booed at the end of the show. He got booed because John Cena's final show, I'm looking around to make sure nobody's watching, and breaks in through the door. John Cena's final show was a disaster. John Cena's final match was a disaster. The ending to that match, in which the greatest of all time, Jonathan Cena, is tapping out to Gunther, who tapped out to Jey Uso at WrestleMania. Do you guys not see a problem with this? Jey Uso is a jobber, and he had Gunther tapping out in 5 seconds. And you're telling me that the same Gunther who tapped out earlier this year, who got pinned by Samuel Zayn last year, who got pinned by CM Punk, who John Cena beat this year, he got pinned by CM Punk at SummerSlam 4 months ago. That same Gunther is tapping out John Cena, who just pushed Cody Rhodes, the WWE champion, to the limit at SummerSlam. And you wonder why Triple H is getting booed.
Amid the chaos, R-Truth publicly praised Gunther, calling him a true student of the game with star power written all over him. He described Gunther as one of the most technical wrestlers in the world today, praising his psychology, movement, and mindset. While some fans agreed, others saw this as confirmation that WWE's plan all along was to use Cena's retirement to elevate Gunther even further, regardless of fan backlash. The controversy grew even larger when John Cena's father spoke out. Cena Sr. admitted that while he understood the tradition of legends losing their final match, he did not agree with the tap-out finish. He said he would have preferred Cena to pass out instead, allowing Gunther to win without damaging Cena's image. He even questioned whether Cena truly tapped out, suggesting it looked more like a last effort to escape the hold. That statement shocked fans and added legitimacy to the outrage. Triple H later addressed the backlash during the post-show panel, but his response only fueled the anger. He defended the decision, saying Cena always believed in leaving the business better than he found it. When confronted with chants and criticism, Triple H brushed it off, claiming he had big shoulders and could handle it. To fans, this response felt arrogant and dismissive. Instead of acknowledging their emotional connection to Cena, WWE leadership appeared to laugh it off.
Well, for a long time, 'cause I really tried to The funny thing is, they think I'm like some kind of rogue dickhead. I was like the best employee. I never missed a town. I made like 1,000 shows straight. I did all the media. I never said no to anything. I was like, all right, well, I knew I wasn't gonna get like anointed with the golden push or whatever, but I was like, well, I'll just nose to the grindstone this so much, you know, that that was my mentality.
Jon Moxley, formerly known as Dean Ambrose in WWE, has sent a clear warning message to Triple H and the entire WWE Universe. But what led to this breaking point? Why did one of WWE's biggest stars walk away from a lucrative contract? And what does his future hold in AEW? Stick around as we break down the entire story, from the creative frustrations to the explosive podcast revelations that shocked the wrestling world. Let's get into it.
Why did Dean Ambrose leave WWE, turning down the new contract he was reportedly offered in 2019? Frustration, that's why. The former Shield member says he hated the bland promos written for him, the PG-rated non-violence, and lack of freedom to just be the lunatic fringe. Plus, he had a huge fight with Vince McMahon and says he felt mentally and emotionally exhausted. A refreshed Jon Moxley would make his AEW debut at Double or Nothing in May 2019.
Before we talk about the warning to Triple H, we need to understand what pushed Jon Moxley to his limit. In January 2019, Dean Ambrose shocked the wrestling world by refusing to renew his WWE contract. This wasn't about money. WWE had offered him a substantial raise. This was about something far more important to Moxley: creative freedom.
Yep, baby's gonna watch Jon Moxley go down! Jon Moxley! Look at the back! My God!
According to multiple sources, including Moxley's own candid interview on Chris Jericho's podcast, the breaking point came during a particularly embarrassing segment. WWE Chairman Vince McMahon wanted Ambrose to get rabies shots with a giant syringe on live television. His character was supposed to be disgusted by the disease-riddled fan base. Moxley described feeling physically sick every Monday, dreading what ridiculous script he'd be forced to read. He even searched WebMD, thinking something was medically wrong with him. But it wasn't a physical illness, it was creative suffocation. As Moxley himself said, for whatever reason, me and Vince together, we just create this explosion of goofy nonsense that I detest.
What made AEW the best option for you?
A lot of it was the timing and a chance to really not just do the things that I want to do, but like change the business. It's like almost like I had to. It was like the universe. It was like Double or Nothing, the timing of it and everything. It chose me.
Because when your contract was up?
And even that it was in my hometown, you know, there was just like, there were all these signs pointing and I'm, you know, always had good relationships with a lot of the guys here. Because I was like, okay, what are we doing? What's the goal here? And I was like, I loved everything they said, from the business kind of plan to the ideas to the way we're going to do stuff to the creativity aspect of it or whatever. There was no reason to not jump on the boat and take this journey, man. A lot of other people would have, you know, swam back to the island, but I'm like, the island, man. Like, let's go. Let's find some new territory, you know.
The final insult, he was paid just $500 for his final Shield appearance on the WWE Network. $500 for one of WWE's top stars. But it wasn't just about bad segments. Moxley revealed something far more disturbing during his interview with Jericho. Vince McMahon wanted him to make jokes about Roman Reigns' real-life leukemia diagnosis. Moxley, who genuinely cared about Reigns, was horrified. He did one cancer reference under pressure and immediately regretted it. But McMahon didn't stop there. He wrote an even worse line for the following week. Moxley refused point blank, telling McMahon the line was so offensive they could lose sponsors. Someone might have gotten fired over it. This wasn't just creative disagreement anymore. This was a fundamental clash of values. Moxley told McMahon directly, "I want to prove that your creative process sucks. It does not work. It's absolutely terrible. It's killing the company, and I think Vince is the problem."
The stuff I described in the Jericho about it's just like, oh, now you'll come out in a hazmat suit. Or it was just like, this can't be real. Am I on some kind of reality show? Is this a new WWE Network reality show? Is Vince actually saying these words? Does he actually run $1 billion company? This is a joke. Like,
when he officially told WWE management he was leaving, Vince McMahon reportedly cried, but Moxley's mind was made up. He didn't even look at the new contract offer. He didn't care how many zeros were on the paper. He was gone. Now here's where the story gets interesting. Many fans assumed Moxley left WWE for AEW because of the money and opportunity, but the truth is even more remarkable. Moxley revealed that he would have left WWE even if AEW didn't exist. In his own words, "If there were no other wrestlers, I would have just started my own promotion, started my own training school, and trained my own opponents. I would have reseeded the wrestling business from scratch if I had to."
I knew I was leaving, but I was like pissed about it. I wasn't like excited to leave yet. I was like bitter about it. I can't believe they're gonna make me leave. They're gonna make me walk away from all this money. Can we not just write one good storyline? Can we not write one good promo? Does everything have to be f***ing stupid? Does everything have to make me look like an idiot? 2018 sucked. 2019 is gonna be good. We're starting it off with a hike, fresh air. It's gonna be good. That was the day I was like, I started to think about what it would actually look like. I'm like, okay, I'll go to Japan. I don't know where in Japan, but one of them, there's a bunch of companies in Japan. I'll go over there. I'll go back to the Indies. Yeah, and I'll just like make my own schedule. Oh, that'd be sweet, because I'll be able to make my own schedule. Man, we could have free time. We could schedule a vacation for once, actually. This is gonna be great. That's when I was like, oh, I'm leaving. It's gonna be awesome. And then at that point, I got excited about it.
The timing was purely coincidental. AEW was born on January 1st, 2019. Ambrose's contract expired April 30th, and AEW's first show, Double or Nothing, was May 25th. Perfect timing, but not planned. What drew Moxley to AEW wasn't the money. He never even discussed finances initially. It was the connection with Cody Rhodes, who had experienced similar creative frustrations in WWE with the Stardust character. Cody told Moxley, "Let's bring pro wrestling back. Not sports entertainment, not scripted garbage. Pro wrestling."
Like, once I decided I was gonna leave, I wasn't like happy about it for a while. I was pretty pissed about it. Because I'm like, are they really gonna make me leave? They're gonna make me leave, aren't they? They're gonna f everything up so bad. I wanted that money. You know, it's not like I don't like money. I like to put it in the bank and look at it, you know? I was like, I can't believe they're gonna make me walk away from all this money.
Moxley made his shocking AEW debut after the main event at Double or Nothing, confronting Kenny Omega. The wrestling world exploded. And in October 2022, Tony Khan announced that Moxley had signed a 5-year contract extension with AEW, cementing his future with the company.
He's not here to plug his book because
Sure,
he's
yeah.
my friend and I'm not seeing a dime out of it, but I just think it's the best wrestling book I've read. Bryan Danielson, who is, I think, one of the most intelligent people in wrestling, in addition to being one of the best wrestlers, who will be in action this Wednesday and next Wednesday and most Wednesdays and some Fridays.
Right.
He happens to think it's the best wrestling book he's ever read.
Wow, that's high praise.
And then he's read pretty much every wrestling.
Fast forward to today, and the landscape has changed dramatically. Vince McMahon is no longer in day-to-day creative control. Triple H now runs WWE's wrestling operations. And by many accounts, the creative environment has improved significantly. So what's Moxley's message to Triple H and modern WWE? While he hasn't issued a direct public warning recently, his entire journey serves as a cautionary tale. Moxley has proven that wrestlers who are given creative freedom and trusted to express themselves can thrive outside the WWE system. His success in AEW, where he became the second ever AEW World Champion, demonstrates that authentic storytelling and creative freedom can work in today's wrestling business. He's not just surviving outside WWE, he's thriving, working with New Japan Pro Wrestling, taking independent bookings, and playing his music his way.
Go, 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 go! Go get him! Oh, my God. Go get him! Go get him now! Go get him! Go, go! Oh, my God! Oh, the car key in the eye! Good God almighty, what did we just see?
The warning is implicit but clear. Treat your talent like creative partners, not scripted actors. Give them the freedom to connect with audiences authentically, because if you don't, they'll find somewhere that will. And in 2025, with AEW as a legitimate alternative, WWE can't take their top stars for granted anymore. Looking back at Ambrose's WWE career, the achievements are undeniable. WWE Champion, United States Champion for 351 days, the longest reign under WWE ownership, Intercontinental Champion 3 times, Tag Team Champion twice. He's the 27th Triple Crown Champion and the 16th Grand Slam Champion in WWE history. He won Money in the Bank in 2016 and cashed it in the same night.